here again.
We made it.
Yeah. So another good meal this week. Super simple. I mean, I guess it's always pretty simple, but yeah, we're gonna be doing beautiful selection of veggies here. We're gonna be making Tonnato. So this is gonna be what, Italian, like kind of tuna mayonnaise, basically. Fun condiment. So,
That's on. My front camera wasn't. I don't know if everybody could see that or not. Hopefully that recorded. I don't know, but they at least heard you. So
yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So fun times. But this will be really simple. We're going to do some soft 7-minute eggs and yeah, nice spring or early summer meal at this point. So
yeah, it's summer officially. 4th of July is on Friday. Can you believe it?
I know. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Everything's gone by so quick.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for it. I'm here for it. I love having all this produce. It's so much better than what we've had for the last few months.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody sticking it out with us during the boring months of the year.
Yeah. Everything's starting to pop off. So here I've got what hopefully maybe some of you have or don't have: beets, carrots. I found one lone turnip I missed making dinner yesterday. So we're gonna use him up. Peas, we got English peas here, so we're gonna have some shucked peas, sugar snaps, snow peas, herbs, all the goods. So sweet. Well, we'll start with veg. With the stuff cleaned up, ready to rock, and then we'll get our ovens on broil, on high, because that's how I like to cook veggies. Yeah, lots of heat. Lets you get some color on the veg before they turn to mush. That's why I like it. So it's great. And yeah, let's get started with this here.
Yeah, it feels like it's been such a busy week.
Oh, it has been for me.
There's so much going on.
Well,
between private events and all kinds of things. I don't know. Going to the farm and going to the farmers markets and just, yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a busy week. Oh, and we went and picked raspberries. That was fun. It would have been cool if there were a few more that were ripe, but it looks like they're getting pretty close to having them pretty plentiful. So Olin Farm started doing their You Pick raspberries this week, so had to go check it out, and it was awesome. So I highly recommend. Give it maybe like another week, but they should have a bunch soon. Actually, I was surprised to see raspberries this early, to be honest.
Everything.
Like everything's early this year. I feel like we never see them until like August here usually. So this has been awesome. You want to show everybody how you're peeling peas? Since you just went to town over there without saying anything.
Well, I mean, it's just the same as we always do.
Yeah, I know, but not everybody's here every single week, so
pull one side,
you gotta repeat yourself.
Pull one side, pull the next, just like that. It's worth stringing them, so you're not chewing on them.
Yeah, those strings can really kind of ruin the whole experience.
They do for me.
They do for me too.
I just would rather spend 5 minutes before cleaning them up, and then
did you shut off your thing? Shinkini said that your voice started off good and then switched to dimmer and harder to hear.
it's on. I don't know, dude. I don't know about these mics, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's clipped close enough to you. It should be able to pick up your voice.
So.
Shankini, is it any better?
I can try and talk louder.
Oh, you're good at talking loud.
So yeah, we're really just making these like.
So you're cutting the snow peas in half?
If they're really big, yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to make it manageable when you eat it with the Tonnato. You're trying to scoop stuff up. I don't want to be trying to cut stuff on the plate. All that. So.
She said it's still the same.
I don't know. It's on.
Maybe shut it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry for the sound, guys. Never know with these mics, I guess. What causes it.
Do you want to trade mics with me?
Be weird.
She said she can hear me good. I can sit over here and mess with it.
Yeah. Alright.
Or do you have it clipped too close to yourself? Is it up higher than normal?
No, it's just here. I don't know. Let's just switch over to the other non-USB
Well, you talking is more important than me, so.
Anyway, cool. So English peas. It's always something. It's always something.
Dude, it's the joy of going live. You never know what you're going to
English peas. You know, they're just in the shell. We're going to strip them out and that'll be that. Kind of the same way I do with the regular sugar snaps. You just want to string them so the pods pop open really easily if you're using these.
Okay. She says she can hear you now.
Sweet. So yeah, that's easy enough. We can put all this in a bowl for now so they don't roll away.
I know it looked like you lost a few earlier when you pulled them out of the fridge.
Yeah, I probably did. Cool. Right. So yeah, I think the veggies are going to take the longest, so we're just getting those started first. We can get also get some water boiling for the eggs, I guess, because that might take a minute for the water to get hot too.
Tell me a little bit about this tuna that you got over here. I don't think I've ever seen it in a jar like that before.
Oh, yeah, so this stuff, it's from Spain. You can usually find, this is the easiest to find, so that's why I recommend it, but nice large chunk tuna. It's stored in olive oil, and you know, if you were gonna, that's just what they traditionally use in this. And when I made it at the restaurant, I would take our Colorado bass and poach it in oil and use that to make our Tonnato. But yeah, just the oil cooked fish, just really good. And you can see in here, I mean, you'll see it when we open it, but there's just nice large chunks of fish.
And you got this at Whole Foods?
Yeah, this I found at Whole Foods. I mean, this is just...
They have a pretty good canned fish section. They got a lot of different kinds over there.
Yeah, I don't know what's good or not, but
yeah,
I know this is good. So, yeah, so, when you're buying this stuff, I ask, you want 5 ounces for the recipe. So when there's stuff stored in oil, you can usually find on the package like a drained weight over the total weight. So that's helpful when you're shopping. On the back of this jar, it says drained weight 5.29 ounces. So but the whole jar itself was 7.5.
Oh, that's not bad.
So you just, like, it just helps make it easier to find what you need. What's up?
When I was plugging this in, I'm not sure if I accidentally slid this switch over. There's an M and an S. You know what those mean? No.
Stereo and mono. Probably want it on stereo.
Okay. Maybe that's what happened. I wasn't sure if I actually hit the switch or not, but
I don't know if that would do anything. It'd be
I don't
like,
either.
instead of having a left and right, it would just be a single.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not an expert in this field.
No.
I know how to cook food.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, Shankini said we're good now. I must have screwed up by I must have hit the switch on accident.
Really?
When I was plugging it in. I think that's what happened. I wasn't sure, so I didn't touch it, but we're good.
Cool.
Drama's over.
Sweet, man.
We're chefs. We're not tech savvy.
To an extent.
To an extent, yeah.
Right.
English peas are so satisfying. You tear them open, you can just like slide them all out. Don't you think?
Yeah, for this setting, it's great. Doing this at the restaurant was not.
I imagine that was probably a lot harder.
Feeding that many people with these.
Yeah.
Just is one of those labor things. I mean, also, if you guys got favas in your CSA this week by chance, because favas are out now. So if you got favas, you can do this with favas.
Don't you have to do like a whole special process for fava beans, though? Aren't they kind
do.
of more complicated? They're not like just pop out of the shell and eat.
No.
What do you have to do to fava beans?
You have to shuck them once, like we just did, and then blanch them for 1 minute, and then you have to peel the bean.
Again,
there's like a little
another
shell.
Skin.
There's a skin over the bean that you have to peel off a second time.
I know that it's like the chef's most hated.
Well, and it's crazy because they're in season with cherries. So when you're trying to pit a ton of cherries and peel a bunch of favas,
the pains of early spring and summer. They're delicious, though.
Yeah.
And at least it's worth the trouble.
No, it's great. Cool. So we've got peas. I'm going to shuck my little turnip in with the peas because this thing does not take as long to cook as the
carrots and beets.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little harder.
Just how it goes. So with all this stuff, I just want to make it, because we're going to like swipe it through the Tonnato. So I just want to do chunks that are, bite size. All right. Some beautiful beets.
Those do look beautiful. They were stunning at the market when we went.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so pretty.
This is the start of beet season. I don't love them as much this time of year. I mean, they're in everybody's CSA, so we're going to cook with them anyway. But they just aren't the nature of root vegetables this time of year, they're not going to be as sweet as they would be if the ground were to have like a freeze.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like their little defense mechanism thing that helps keep them alive when it gets really cold, but it also makes them way more delicious.
Yeah. All right. Let's see, what carrots should we use? All of them? We'll eat the extra veggies, right?
Yeah. Why not? I feel like our meals have been so veg heavy after a long time of not. It's been really nice.
Yeah.
There just hasn't been a lot of stuff.
Let's
But now we have everything.
I'm going to get some water going for eggs really quick. Cool. Water's on for soft boiling eggs. So you guys should have 5 eggs total. Well, if you're cooking for 2 people. I like to do 1 egg per person. So if you got more people eating with you, then cook more eggs.
Cook more eggs.
Or if you have a lot of veggies and you want leftover soft eggs, cook a few more eggs.
Can you hold soft eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up to 5 days.
So it's kind of, but they're not like fully cooked like a hard-boiled egg, right?
Yeah.
They're just like
It's
quasi-cooked. So
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you could hold them.
Yeah, they're fine.
You kind of had to cook them to order, so I just
learned
something new.
Coddled eggs we cook to order because it's just a different process in the sous vide.
Yeah.
Poached eggs you cook to order.
Shankini, we're sipping on a little sparkling Gruner Veltliner today.
Yeah, super dry. Oh, it's so good.
It's crisp. And yeah, it'll be great with this meal.
I'm not going to peel my carrots. Just going to make sure they're nice and clean.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they should be like super tender, right?
The skins? Yeah, they're not. These aren't cured or anything. I mean, I pull them up and then take them to market. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Shankini, it just felt like a sparkling kind of day. It's like been hot, and both of us spent a good majority of our day outside in the heat yesterday.
Oh my gosh. 10 hours.
Yeah. Well, you had a much longer day than I did, but it was still really hot. Yeah, it was either bubbles or rosé today. I don't think I could like stomach red right now, unless it was super light.
I could drink some Literai anytime.
Or like, well, that's super light, but like the Beaujolais stew that we had a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where you pretty much like chill it, almost like a white wine. I think I could do that, but this meal is kind of so like light. I didn't really want to go too heavy with anything.
All right.
That oven almost smells like bread.
It's like burning oil.
Like burning. Yeah, but.
Cool. So, carrots nice and clean.
Are you peeling the beets?
Yeah, we're going to peel the beets.
You got a little dragon carrot there?
Um, cosmic carrot.
Cosmic carrot.
The
So that's the one that's like yellow and then orange and then purple.
Yeah, but the dragon carrots are usually like all purple. I feel like like a purple carrot. Hey, I don't know. The heirloom stuff's named.
Well, and it all depends. There's so many different people that like have different names for everything, and it's like the same thing pretty much. So
yeah, see that?
Those are so
the
pretty.
yellow, the orange, purple outside.
Brian asked if we can explain a day of being at the farm, like the time you get there, what you're planting, etc.
Oh yeah, sure. I get to the farm at 7, and it all depends on what the farm needs. There's a lot of weeds.
His favorite.
And depending on if beds are overgrown and can't get any more sun, we have to pull weeds first. But we also have to do transplants or all our planting in the morning before it gets too hot, so we can get them in the ground and get them watered before we get too much heat going. And then what we're planting, let's see, we just finished planting all of our peppers. So they're all in the ground. They're like
tiny,
6 inches tall, maybe, the plants. All the tomatoes got planted the week before. So we have like a whole block of just, it's like, it's so many. It's got to be over 100 tomato plants.
Oh, that's a lot.
Like, it's probably more than that. I mean,
and tomatoes like produce such a high yield too. I feel like usually.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of tomatoes. The melons we seeded, they're growing. Winter squash are all in the ground. We've got, and then we also have to harvest in the morning. So depending on the day, like we really just have to like juggle stuff around, and because if it's a harvest day, we can't transplant because we have to pick all the veggies before it's hot and stuff like that. So it's I don't know, it's fun. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Come home feeling beat, huh?
Yeah, well, then you can like weed everything, and then it grows. If it's raining a lot here, it can grow back really fast, especially when it's hot, which kind of sucks.
Well, we've had a lot more rain this year too, I feel like, than usual.
And really quick, carrots, just so we can have some different shapes to help make it prettier, I guess, to plate. It's always nice to have different shapes so things can stack differently and hold some height and different things. So I'm going to cut the carrots into like
halves, long ways.
Yeah.
But those are like your super skinny carrots. What if you have fatter carrots?
I have some, so we'll get to that.
Okay. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you've been doing on Mondays?
Yeah, I guess Mondays is a whole different thing. So it's another farm where I get to go in and kind of work the field for an hour or two, and then I get to go through the field and harvest right there on the farm and then cook for all the staff out there. So that's been fun.
Well, and this is that esoteric culinary too. So like he basically only grows and sells to chefs. So he grows all of the really funky, crazy, cool stuff that chefs want to play with.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like Candyland out there.
Yeah, so I get to be a farm chef on Mondays and then work on the farms Tuesday through Thursday. So it's been a good experience.
Do you feel like it's changed anything about the way that you think about food?
Um,
Or does it just kind of align a lot with like what you already knew?
well, it's just, I don't know. I love learning more about what affects them, their growth, like understanding what that looks like when there is a nutrient problem, but there is the bugs take over or stuff just doesn't grow. Or it's just nice to like put everything together and understand why.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, it's been hard. I mean, there are days where I lay irrigation to water everything all day just to get it set up to get planted. So, um, yeah, just really, I'm doing everything, whatever they need me to do, I do. So,
There's a lot of moving parts, though.
we spread compost over vegetable beds. We'll, yeah, I mean, I don't do the wash stand. We have somebody that does
hang
that.
on. What are you doing over there?
Big carrots.
Yeah, you were telling me you were going to tell us, and you're over there just chopping away.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so big carrot. We're going to cut it in half. Then I'm going to cut it into like quarters or thirds, depending on how big. So this one, pretty big. So we just kind of cut it into large wedges. Quartered it. You can do it from this side. Quartered. Do it this way, probably a little easier. Just like that. Cool.
And the point here is to just have them all kind of be around the same size, like as
Yeah.
far as the width of it.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we're looking at this and this. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I can see it.
Where's that? Up high in front.
Up high.
Wherever. You can kind of see the cross width. We're looking to make things, you know, because if things can cook at a similar pace, then that's great. So. All right, beets I always peel just because these skins usually pretty thick. So. And yeah, if you're doing red beets, same deal right now.
Your fingers will be super purple.
Yeah, they will be.
Yours are probably going to be a little orange.
There's orange in the carrot too, so it's not, this comes out a lot easier. The red might last you a couple days. You know?
Not really. You wash your hands good enough, you can get it out usually. Or at least that's been my experience. I don't know. Or just wear gloves. There's always that.
You definitely can. Cool. Peeling beets.
Yeah, I feel like the veggie prep's really going to be the hardest part of this whole thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just takes a while to get all this stuff prepped out. And always, if you have your nice beet greens, please save them if you still have the tops. Just saute them up later in the week with a little garlic and onion or something.
I'd probably soak them in water first, though, just to like get any extra dirt off of them.
Oh, well, always on your greens.
Yeah.
Mustard greens, turnip greens, beet greens, anything like that. I mean, you gotta really, because I mean,
well, they're root veggies, right? So they're like getting pulled out of the ground, which means the leaves are close to the ground, and when it rains or gets watered, more dirt splashes up or blows around.
Yeah, and even if the farms wash them, it's
usually not.
They wash them probably already bundled to make it easier. So maybe not the middle of the leaves always get washed the best. I mean, just how it is. Alright.
Did anybody get to cook last week's live stream? Have you guys tried any of it yet?
If you didn't, you should.
You really should. It's so good. I'm still thinking about it.
The beets cooked in the apricots. It's pretty awesome.
No, I just used the last of my apricots today.
Nice.
I did pretty good for having a whole case. What was that, like 20 pounds of apricots?
20 pounds of fruit.
Yeah, I beasted out some things from that. So, you okay? Did you get yourself?
No.
Okay.
Be funny if I did, though.
So how are you cutting the beets?
Pretty much, I'm going to do these like I did the turnip. So,
Kind of wedging them.
bite-sized wedges.
So these are like getting cut into 8.
Yeah, I quartered each half kind of this size. This was probably like, that's probably golf ball-ish. Just a little bigger than that, but not much.
Okay. So
You
you're
could,
like cutting it in half through the whole thing and then
yeah.
quartering the halves.
Yeah, they'd also be good if you just did some coins. Some like 1/4-inch thick coins to add a new shape.
Okay.
That'd be fun. I mean, really just, I don't know. It's going to taste great either way. So.
The goal is just to try and make all the pieces around the same size so that they cook at the same time.
Yeah, I'm going to cook the carrot and the beets together probably, just because.
Yeah, I mean, they'll kind of cook at the
this
same
wedge
pace.
and this wedge is kind of similar.
Shinkini said she just made it yesterday. She said it was awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that one was so good.
It was really good.
I mean, I guess they're all really good. But. Yeah, I'm just taking my time cutting these up. And the water's boiling for the eggs, so... And they are 7-minute eggs, so they do cook in 7 minutes.
Hence the name.
Yes.
Even here at altitude, doesn't change.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Water boils at a different temperature here, so.
Yeah, but still cooks. Still cooks good.
So what did you do with these now? You're cutting them into 6 for the bigger ones?
Yeah, I mean, just
Will you
bigger.
demo that one for me?
It's just bigger. So we're going in the middle and we're making 2 cuts instead of the one in the middle.
You always start at the bottom?
I'm right-handed, so I guess if you're left-handed too, it wouldn't matter.
No.
But I do. Start there, do one more. And we can try this, but it's usually more awkward because then you gotta do that.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's all good.
Those beets look pretty inside too. They're almost like striped.
Yeah, they're nice. It's all nice stuff. Cool. So I'm going to a bowl. We are going to toss these in a little oil and salt, and I'll probably do a little pepper on here.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. We're getting a rain shower.
Oh, is it raining?
Yeah.
Nice.
Doing a little dumps town.
That's good.
Outside.
All my things need some water after the sun beat the crap out of it yesterday.
All right.
Which pepper is it today?
Just Black.
Black pepper. Nice.
Not my favorite black pepper, but
What do you mean?
the Robusta.
Oh, you like the Zanzibar better?
Yeah, or Telecherry.
Yeah. This one's just like more earthy, deep. The other ones are kind of like citrusy.
Yeah. It was never my favorite. I got it in once at the restaurant and then never ordered it again. But
Well, we got what we got, right?
yeah, it's all good. Cool, yeah, a little salt, a little pepper. So I'm just gonna go right on here.
Shankini wants to know when the fermented white pepper is coming back.
Oh,
I'm actually surprised he's used black pepper as much as he has, to be honest with you. Usually white pepper is his go-to. It's his signature pepper.
I don't know. I'll bring it out. It's very good. I love it.
We've got plenty of it, so.
Yeah. Still in that scarcity, dude. At the restaurant, I could never get enough. But
Really? Well, those days are behind you.
yeah, because I
We
would
have
put
plenty,
it
so.
like when we had it, I would put it on the steaks because the funkiness of the pepper with the grass-fed meat, it was just like, I don't know, I loved it. But and it went in all our potato puree and anything like that. But
I know how much you love your white pepper.
I love this wine though.
Yeah, it's hitting the spot.
Yeah.
Just what you needed after a long week.
Yeah.
And another start to a crazy one tomorrow.
Yep. Cool. So, what we want to do, we're going to end up using this whole. Got oil on my hands from the veggies. Maybe that'll help. Maybe not. Yeah,
there you go. That one little piece of
Just
sticker was holding
cut
you
the
back,
paper.
huh?
Cut the paper. It's holding me back. All right, this is oil. So, don't dump it in your drain.
No.
What we want to do strain off. It's packed. Come on. Cool. Yeah, it's not even, I mean, for like a canned fish, this is not super stinky in my opinion.
No.
But the ingredients on the jar are olive oil, salt, and fish.
I mean,
so
it's what it should be. Who needs anything else?
So, see these nice chunks. Looks great. I mean, they seem to do a pretty good job. If you see any really dark tuna, that's going to be the bloodline. So we'd want to take that out. That's what's going to add a really strong flavor to your Tonnato. If you have any tuna that's really dark, that means they've just left some bloodline on. So it's good to just get it off. That's really all I have for that.
Oh, Rufus is here for it.
He smelled the fish.
He said, I'll eat any of that stinky stuff. Bring it over here.
So
you're throwing that in your food processor then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the overhead over the food processor today. This is great.
Yeah. You guys can. So we're going to do one whole egg. The egg white, it's just great for added emulsification purposes. I always do one whole egg and mayonnaise and everything.
You mind sliding that over just like an inch, maybe closer to the pot?
ask before we start.
Yeah, I know you did, but we were in a rush, and it looked fine, but now things are in it, and I feel like I want to see a little more of the bowl. Literally just move the food processor closer to the pot.
Oh.
Like an inch. That's it. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
Don't get complicated.
So, and what we want to do is one. We're going to do 2 yolks. Cool.
I wonder if whoever thought to come up with this whole thing. It just seems kind of bizarre, doesn't it?
Well, I think it was somebody
I mean,
who was probably tired of just eating canned tuna in Italy. And they were like, man, I want to do something cool with this.
do you think it was born more out of necessity? Like, all I have is an egg and a fish. What do I do with it?
Either one. Out of boredom comes necessity, right?
It's true. I've come up with some pretty crazy things when I've been down to the last few ingredients that I have that I probably wouldn't have thought of otherwise. So, I mean, that's where tarte tatin came from. That was an accident.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So.
Yeah, the intern or the new guy screwed something up and built the tart backwards. And now it's a thing. So. The lemon juice.
Yeah, I'm squeezing lemon juice in.
How much lemon are you putting in?
Well, if you have juicier lemons than this, you could probably get away with 1. These are really dry. So it's not really great lemon season right now. All right.
Oh, interesting. So Tonnato originated in the Piedmont region of Italy, so that northwestern part of the country.
Okay.
It evolved as a way to use leftover boiled veal, like for vitello tonnato, enriched with anchovies and capers, and then eventually evolved into the dish incorporating tuna and other ingredients today.
Oh, cool.
It refers to the French word tanner, which means tanned, referencing the long cooking process used to tenderize the veal.
So they would literally make the mayonnaise with the veal? So what you're saying?
I guess they were just trying to find out ways to use leftover boiled veal and for like vitello tonnato.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually it shifted into fish.
Okay. So, if you have them and you want to put them in, you could put some capers in this. It'd be a good addition. A little briny, salty.
Do we have capers? I feel like there should be some floating around in there.
If you have them, it's a good spot for them to be.
Throwing a little salt in.
Yeah. Salt.
So you literally just put egg egg yolks and then the fish in there with a little bit of
Yeah,
salt
I've got to add.
and lemon.
I'm gonna have to add some lime juice because we don't have any more lemons.
Oh.
Those were just too dry.
Yeah, they're not great right now.
So.
But it's not their season. Summer, sadly, is not the season for citrus. So citrus gets a little sad this time of year because we're about as far away from its season as it can be.
Yeah. Doing a little cracked pepper. Yeah. I'll see if we have. We have some capers.
I thought we had some in there.
Got like a tablespoon left, so I'll just put them in.
Just burn them out.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something I like to keep around in the fridge. They don't really go bad, and they're always nice to have on hand when you feel.
And
like
honestly, if you had them from another live stream, I mean.
Yeah, we did use them in another live, didn't we?
Cool.
I'm willing to bet you're freaking my mom out right now with the raw eggs.
Yeah, no spatulas, nothing.
Yeah, sorry. I cooked a lot this morning. Had a lot of prep to do.
So we're going to scrape the side in. All right. So it should be tart, like, I don't know how to explain this. So you're getting the right flavor profile. You definitely want the citrus to be there. Should taste like you squeezed it right over the fish and then took a bite. Like that level of like
sour.
You want it there. Because after we're gonna start adding oil to make the mayonnaise now. And the oil is definitely gonna take everything down a little.
Yeah, it'll dilute the flavors kind of. So you're just slow streaming this in?
Yeah, I'm looking for it to change consistency.
Okay.
So you got to slow do it. You don't want to break it.
Got it.
You got to go slow.
How do you know when you've added enough?
What's that?
How do you know when you've added enough?
You'll notice texture change in your food processor.
Shankini, we usually use the brined capers. The ones that come in the jar with like a little bit of liquid in them. I mean, either one would be fine. Just if you use the salt-packed ones, just make sure that you're conscious of the fact that they're adding
You have to
salinity
rinse
to
them.
everything. Yeah. Oh, we have to rinse them?
The salt ones.
Okay.
Yeah. We're out of oil again. All right. So what we're looking for, this isn't thick enough. This is nappe, so it coats the spoon, but it still drips off. You kind of want it to be...
You need more oil?
Yeah.
We have olive oil.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use some.
I know it's probably a little stronger of a flavor than you wanted, but...
It is, but it's really good. We'll need some more salt, but... make sure you're checking on veggies. These are almost there. I just want to see, like, some golden brown roasty color on them, and then we're going to pull them. All right. It takes a while to emulsify stuff. You can see this is already it's thicker. So if like this had the chance to sit in the fridge, it'd probably be tight enough.
It would set up because the oil would firm up a little bit.
Yeah. So I would be looking for a lightly loose mayonnaise, which is what we have here. And tastes great. It tastes for the acidity. I think this could use like another half lemon, I think, but
Well, we still have more limes, right?
then if you add more juice, you have to add more oil to thicken it up.
Oh.
So, we're just going to call it here. It's still going to be awesome. Cool. Oh. Tastes so good. Yeah, and I mean, if you wanted to, as well, a couple grates of garlic would be nice in this. If you wanted that, like, extra
Aioli sort of thing.
Yeah, a little extra flavor profile to that, but this is amazing by itself. So we can go ahead and we're going to drop eggs in our boiling water.
Do you have a way that you drop them to keep it from burning yourself?
Very
or breaking the egg?
carefully, very carefully.
So you have like the tip of the egg in the water before you let it go?
Yeah, and I still cracked one.
You cracked it?
Yeah, still
Oh,
cracked.
come on.
So, timer.
7 minutes?
Yeah.
For the
7
7-minute egg?
For a 7-minute egg. All right. Well, this is really good. We're going to have leftovers.
Okay. Well, we got plenty of veggies.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Oh, I didn't say it at the beginning, but if you got zucchini, some roasted zucchini spears with this would still be great. And like if you're still getting local asparagus is really good on this.
I'd be surprised if people have zucchini yet, but I bet next week they'll have it because I've seen a lot of people posting about getting their first squash harvests out there. So
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to check these. I think they're probably ready, but oh yeah.
what are you looking for?
Tender. Still a little texture to it. But yeah. So then we're going to toss peas and turnips together. Do the same thing over here.
Are you roasting those too?
Yeah. Roast these up. So I'm going to have to get these off this pan.
Yeah, sorry, I used all the pans this morning too.
It's okay. Just dump them in a bowl to hold them.
Tried to get the dishwasher running early so that hopefully everything would be ready by now, but it didn't work out. These commercial dishwashers are so much faster than home dishwashers.
Right. Cool.
Oh, those smell really good.
So we're gonna go.
I think you got a rogue beet underneath your mitt there.
Huh?
You got a rogue beet underneath your mitt.
Sweet.
He almost went for another ride.
These will go way faster.
How long are you anticipating on this?
I'm gonna check them in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Get this out of the way. This out of the way. Let's so I'm using parsley. We'll use, I've got dill, parsley, and tarragon.
Do people get herbs in their
Yeah, usually.
CSA boxes?
Well, I know Shankini said every other week she gets some herbs.
Okay.
I don't remember if like sunflower, I think you get a bundle of herbs. It's usually like a choice of.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you using dill right now is right up my mom's alley.
Oh, it's so good.
She loves dill.
Fresh dill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Rufus?
Cool. Yeah, dill and tarragon. All the good flavors. If you have basil, get some basil. Whatever. I mean, I would think about anything but mint. So
Yeah,
chives would be nice. Thyme would be nice. I just don't. The mint in this fish flavor, it's going to be a little weird, I think.
Yeah. If it was like fresh fish and you were like doing a little veggie salad over top or something, like I could see that working, but I don't know about canned oily tuna. Feels a little heavy.
But this blend just smells good on here. So.
Or if you have like fennel fronds and you use fennel in
Yeah.
this, like fennel fronds are great.
Yeah, if you had some fennel and you wanted to roast that to put on this.
Yeah.
Chop up some of those fennel fronds for that kind of anise licorice.
Shinkini
Just like tarragon.
Shinkini wants to know if sorrel would work.
Sorrel, really good. Citrusy flavor would be badass.
Yeah.
You'll take that and just cut it just like parsley, super thin, stacked up.
Kind of do the chiffonade.
Yeah. And we'll do. Oh, I used to love plating this on the rectangle plates, but.
Sorry, we don't have those.
Yeah, it's all good.
Maybe
all right,
one day when we have a bigger house and a bigger kitchen, we can get more plates.
Got about 40 seconds on these eggs here. All I'm going to use is tongs. Just grab them out. If you can't do that, pour the water through your strainer or something and catch your eggs. Something like that.
I do have one rectangle plate.
That's okay.
But it's kind of a platter-ish.
Sweet. Swoop in here. Take these eggs out. All we want to do, we want them to be warm. So I'm just going to run some cool water so we can handle them.
Yeah, you don't want to take them right out of the water and try and crack them open. That'll hurt.
That's all. They're cool enough to handle now. So we can leave those. Probably like 2 minutes on those veggies. So tap the fat end of your egg. That's where the air pocket is.
So you took the fat end of the egg and hid it on the counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where that air pocket usually lives. The fresher the eggs are, the less that air pocket is. And
so if you're using your farm fresh eggs, that might be a little harder to peel.
Like this, there's no pocket in this egg.
Yeah.
So having a little cold water can help peel these nicely to get between that membrane and the shell. Because there's a thin membrane on it, eggs, that surrounds the white. And it does. Sometimes it's not going to matter what you do. This is going to be.
It's there to stay.
It can be a pain in the ass.
Heard you have some choice words over peeling eggs before.
Especially when you need 30 for dinner service and 5 of them get torn to hell, and I don't know. So, I've tried every trick and urban legend to peel these easier. Never really found one that's consistent. I feel like you just get lucky with the batch of eggs you get, you know, if they're a few weeks older or not. But
looks like you did pretty good with that one.
Yeah. There's one. A little bit of a pouch on this one.
Yeah. Does that make it easier then, like having that air pocket there?
Well, it just
like
means
using an older egg a little bit better for this.
It's just using an older egg. So yeah, if there's a pocket, it's usually a good sign for the peeling process, but
a little less aggravating.
Sometimes it doesn't even matter. But this one's already yeah. So this one 3 times faster to peel. Just because the egg's a little older. There you go. Cool. So we got 2 eggs. I'm gonna pull these veggies from the oven really quick. Little color on there. Shut that oven down. Cool. So we can plate this wonderful.
Can you actually put that oven back on at 350?
Yeah.
I need it.
So for this, I want to be able to swoop all my veggies through this sauce. So
Rufus said he's interested in sampling your Tonnato.
of course he is.
He gave up pouting by the door to come over here to see
Ah,
what you're
get
doing.
down. Cool. So it's nice base. Then what we want to do, if your veggies are cool enough to handle, I like to just kind of take a mix of them. This is why we like different shapes. So we can get some height, some stuff going on.
You always make everything look so fancy.
Nah, it's just normal. And then we'll take, I put my oven mitt right here. Take these roasted veg. You can kind of just add to this.
Shankini said she's super excited for Tonnato. She hasn't had it in years.
It's great. It's so good.
It looks so pretty.
So we just have this wonderful pile of all the different veg. So then I want to take just our mix of herbs.
Just kind of sprinkling them all over it.
Yeah. Then we'll take one of these. So these are going to be awesome. So you've got these beautiful soft eggs to add another layer of just good flavor on here. And if you have it, we'll just do a little finishing salt over.
Some Malden.
Yeah.
Some of that flaky sea salt that just adds that perfect little salty crunch to everything.
Yeah. And we've got this awesome plate of just early summer veggies and sauce and everything that's super awesome. Right?
Yeah, you want to give me a little twirl?
Twirl?
Give me a little plate twirl?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody can see your masterpiece over here.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of, this giant pile of goodness. Little veggie option. Well, I guess pescatarian, but. So, we'll get in here. Let's get all your peas, carrots. Get a little extra egg yolk. Yeah. It was great.
You want to describe it beyond great?
Yeah, I mean, you get this richness from the added extra egg yolk. Has a lot of richness. Get the nice brightness from Tonnato, and yeah, and then the earthiness from the veg helps round it out. I don't know. It's great.
Well, you're over there going back for more and more and more, so it must not be terrible.
Yeah. So, hope you like this one. Because
This is a great go-to all summer, right? Like, and even if you made a bunch of Tonnato and like had some left over in the fridge, you can always swoop some on a plate in the next day or put it on.
yeah, I mean, if you just followed along, you're gonna have some extra Tonnato. So,
Um, well, they might be feeding a
but
crowd. You never know. Um,
but yeah,
with the Tonnato, like, could I like use it as a spread on a sandwich even?
why not?
Just, throwing some ideas out there.
Why not? Yeah, you could do it. Tuna mayo and turkey sandwich.
Wouldn't be terrible.
Oh,
You had everybody get parm and you forgot to put it on there.
dude.
I'm too worried about getting your bite in there. I think I know what you're up to. You can see it.
I am pretty
You're
hungry.
hungry.
I am pretty hungry. This will add another nice layer of flavor. Right over top. Oh, man. There you go.
Don't forget the parm, guys.
Parm
Most
it.
important part of the whole thing.
Parm it up. So, anyway. Yeah, thanks for joining. As always, like, subscribe. Spreads all this great knowledge out into the world, and
Oh, yeah.
hopefully encourage people to eat more locally. So,
Yeah, we've got some great recipes coming out on the blog this week, too. We've got an apricot mustard. So if you guys are grilling up for 4th of July, it's like a great condiment for grilled sausages or probably be super cool on hot dogs.
yeah, apricot mustard and pickle relish.
Mm-hmm. Just this past week, we did the cherries in the snow, which is a nice, easy kind of, what's the word for that? Trifle that you can kind of put together too. It takes a little teeny bit of time to make the cake, but not really. But it's pretty fast and super light and refreshing. But we'll have some great stuff coming up on the blog this week too for recipes for your 4th of July celebrations. So yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. We'll see everybody next week. Thanks for cooking along with us. And I guess till then, enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Enjoy your Tonnato.
Yes.